Hello, it is me, streaming once again, as I am wont to do in the last couple days. So, what does that mean for you? Well, just a lot more 5-cell runs. So, let's go right now. Plan here is tactics, because tactics is... well, it has been changed up quite a lot. Yeah, you can see right now, Status Stiletto is now tactic scaling way up there. The Harry Shield is tactic scaling. Lot of good stuff. So I want to be checking that out a little bit more today, comparatively. And also, I just don't really do a whole lot with tactics. Yes, also in the new update here, Ravagers are in the first area. So, you know, very happy about that. Man, this is something. Yeah, I've always been a big fan of those enemies, especially now that they are going to be appearing directly next to me all the time. In the very first part of the game, no less. Huh? Oh, God, this is terrible. As much as I like this weapon, it's like, it's not really going to be covering me for the very first part of this run now, is it? To the point that, yeah, you know what? Forget about that. If I'm not even getting a necklace here, that's not going to be happening. Dude, delivering a lot of fun with the Witness. It's like, oh, man. Also going to be delivering a lot of episodes with that, because there's one coming out probably during this stream again. Well, I said tactics, I guess. Let's give her a try. Give her a try. Yep, that was exactly what I expected to happen. Anyway. At least I got a cup of coffee here. Only one room for one mod in this town. I swear to God, I am going to demod you immediately if you do anything. Cursed runs. Cursed sword runs. Oh yeah, Giant Killer has also been nerfed in this latest update, so... But, you know, tactics really got the best of all worlds when it came to this latest update. Sure, Heavy Turret might have been changed up quite a bit, but... less damage overall, but it still has its stunning. It still has its great... damage increasing abilities. It's all a lot of very nice stuff. It's just everything else not nearly as good. All right, what do we got? I mean, tactics, I guess. I'm gonna go all in on tactics, and I'm gonna see how all these runs are gonna be terrible. I attempted making a regular video before this, and I got nowhere. Like, it could not have gone any worse. So I'm not really expecting too much out of this one. It's just, hey, at least with streaming, do I want to? Sure. At least with streaming, there's some stuff here. Classic Conjunctivius outfit? Yes, I can. I will do that in the next thing. Right now, I'm using the Donatello outfit because, you know, it's got the purple. And as it turns out, Ravager made sure that was also going to be very short run as well. Ravagers in the first area are too hardcore. Motion Twin, I'm going to beg for you here. It's it's maybe something you want to reconsider immediately. Thoughts on Dead Cell's mobile version? I mean, I don't think I'm gonna play it myself just because, you know, I don't really play any mobile games, but hey, if it gets more people to play the game, why not? Classic Conjunctivius, here we go. Get your daily dose. Also get that cool eye thing on there that lights up whenever you got something working. I can't really see that here. And you can see it kind of turn red, but not really. 6-cell mode, just golems. I mean, did you see how I got murdered by those double golems last time? I expected those to be appearing a lot more in 5-cell mode. Although, let's be honest, the Ravagers are really giving them a run for the money here. Yeah, pretty much the strategy that I figured out to deal with those guys is that immediately they get anywhere close to you, hold up the shield. It's as effective as anything. Just so very many. So very many enemies here. Oh yes, also another nerf, the Rampart does not do nearly as much invincibility as it used to, so... Oh, I do still want the Heavy Turret. Heavy Turret's still good. Heavy Turret is still a quality item for quality people. So I will be grabbing that if I get the money. And I probably will be able to. Okay. Yeah, I think it was also like the first one I got. Maybe aside from Conjunctivius, or not Conjunctivius, Concierge, OG style. Because those are, you know, the first bosses that you encounter. They're the easiest ones to get. 1, 2, 3. And there we go. Now, I think I actually want to sell this to try to get the heavy turret. Heavy turrets are just too good to ignore. I cannot go without those. My heart will not go on. Ow. Oh, you really got to get that third hit in if you want to do a substantial amount of damage. I said substantial with this weapon. And that's going to be harder than it seems in a lot of cases. I'm Turkish, everybody. Well, hi, Turkish. I'm Dad. Okay, there we go. Nothing better than a nice stream of Doc ASMR bird with a nice cup of tea and pancales? I'm actually not familiar with that. Okay. And I have to leave my internet is shit right now. Yeah, that happens. Always happens. That's why I gotta have a direct connection with my, like, 100-foot plus board to make it work right now. Wait a second. And that's okay. That has also gotten another nerf. It can't do bleed damage to things through shields. Which, I mean, you know, as far as nerfs go, not really the worst. But, you know, hate them so much. Actually, kind of what I would call a reasonable expectation sort of nerf. Okay. Pancakes. Oh, okay. All I got... Life of me, I can't remember who the Ravager is. It's the big armed guys that attack you instantaneously. Okay, 59, let's go. Nice. Right in there. Currently in a pizza shop waiting for my food. Yeah, no, this is that is the ideal time to be watching something online, let me tell you. Usually for me, it's Chinese. What do we got? I forgot to grab I didn't have enough money anyway, but I forgot to grab the heavy turret. Hopefully it'll appear later on. Please say my name. Khan Atilgan. Nope, I don't think I got that right. Have throwing knives got nerfed? Not that I know of. Of course, throwing knives are also one of those... It works well late game, but that's about it. I need necromancy to keep my melees down, and... You know, with the tactics, it's all about a numbers game. You are going to be, like, cutting a huge swath through every single biome you go through. So even if it's only healing, like, what, 0.2%? That's going to add up with the literally hundreds of enemies I'm going to be killing later on. Yep, 0.23%. Great. Good stuff. The melees. The melees is almost going to be more of an issue, though. Well, especially early game, when... By late game, things are going to be doing 75% of my health in a single hit. Early game, I can still worry a little bit about melees until that point. You get so much good killing potential when it comes to tactics, but it's never borne out into actual killing ability because you tend to die before that. It's a two-way street. Anyway, much nicer. Cleaver is also something I'm going to be removing for better objects soon enough because it's just not that good. Existing is good for you. Yeah, I mean, the longer you exist, the more that you can watch my stream. How about that? So I am fully committed to helping you with that sort of line of reach. Okay, anyway. 434-ish kills per health bar. I mean, to be fair, that I will be getting a couple more points of survival over the course of this. And if I have to refill my entire health bar, something has gone horribly wrong. I'm talking like if I get hit to like half of my health. That's 200 is a reasonable amount to kill per biome. That's actually very good. I will go for you if possible, or even plausible. All right. Made you say ye, Lamau. What? I'll say ye as much as I want, like a robot from Futurama. That's okay. This is a pretty... As far as stuff to get early game, getting a nice quality curse chest is fine, because really you have a lot more ability. I mean, you know, the incredible range, the incredible damage, turrets. Even though you can no longer carry around turrets with your homunculus rune, which is something that I'm going to definitely miss. You still have a lot of good ways to deal with curses, so... And I died anyway. Are you into chess? And if so, would you consider blitz games with viewers? I don't know about chess. I'm not very good at chess, just overall. Yeah. I mean, I knew that I was going to have trouble with the failed experiment, but I didn't have the ability to deal with it good. Yes and yes. Shots pierce all enemies is actually quite a good thing. To double axed in action. Time to ask some of these enemies questions. Is that an axe in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? That's all I got. Anyway, Boy's Axe, I don't know. It has been nerfed a little bit. The return damage is not nearly as... Actually, it still seems to be pretty good. But, regardless. Let's go, everybody. As far as tactics go, you're not going to do too much better than this, after all. Look, I love me a good shrapnel axe, but they're giving me a very nice run at the start here, and I am not going to squander it immediately. Give me your best dad joke. Absolutely not. Those are mine, and you're not stealing any dad jokes from me. I have to tell them to my children. All of them. All, 20,900? What am I at for subscribers? I don't know. Whatever. And that was actually okay. Ooh, a little bit rough, but you can see that the nerfs have not really eliminated the effectiveness of this axe all that much. Doctor support will go back. Okay, I will. I don't know where I missed it. It's one of the trap portals. Yeah, I know it's... of course, like, what else are you going to be talking about? But I did not see it, whatever it was. Another one. Well, I missed all of these, but, you know, that's only so effective as far as keeping myself alive goes. I suppose I did spend a lot of money on those boys' axes. Accent. I don't know. Not... Anyone else having trouble with the knife ninjas, or am I just blind? No, I definitely do. They caused me a lot of grief when I am cursed, certainly, and a lot of other grief when I just can't parry all of the hits. I'd like to say that your hatred of those enemies is entirely justified. At least you got some money. Never mind, it wasn't a trap one. Ah, okay. I mean, I certainly missed a lot of runes there. I can see how you get confused. And Ravagers will also be taken out much more pleasantly when it comes to this sort of build. Especially when I can do stuff like that. Okay, I'll take you. I'll take you. Let's go. Try Sticky. Making Ezekiel mod has been here even before me. Yeah, he was here all the way back during the, Ezekiel was here all the way back during the Celeste days, I remember. I think it was the first time that I noticed him in the comment section. As I got kind of near the end of that series. I remember it was specifically that one where I said, like, hey, you know, impress your friends. That achievement. I consider you all my friends. And then Ezekiel's like, yeah, hey, I'm your friend. Cool. Okay, there we go. Nice. Still, it's not like these are... I told you those knife throwers. They are serious. Anyway, grab all those axes back, and... it's over 2 minutes already, so whatever. This is rough. This is rough, but at least I got a good starting build. 8 points of tactics. One of the nice things about going with tactics is that you do tend to... Nope, not quite. Is that you do tend to get pretty high on the stat. I mean, you can get like upwards of 20 plus just because every single one of your weapons usually scales only with tactics. Okay. I should get it there. So you get like 8 points of it just from the equipment you're carrying around alone. Very nice. Very nice. Also, no, a bit before Celeste, pretty much when the Darkness update. Wow, the Darkness update, that is like a Season 1 of Dead Cells. You are an OG watcher then. Back when the channel was terrible. That's some commitment. Oh. Alright, let's go. Boy's Axe Brutality or Tactics. The healing mutations for Brutality did not work with the axe. I think that it's brutality because you can get... I think brutality just gives you a lot more health in general, and you can especially get, like, soldier's endurance with that, which is a 25% health boost by endgame. It's very good. And also Tainted Flask. Tainted Flask is like the shining star, no matter who you are, when it comes to using brutality on a high-level 5-cell play, whatever you want to call it. Because that is just... You know what? I'm actually going to take this. That is just absolutely essential to a good brutality run. And also, you know, hey, you also get a lot of good bombs with that too. If you want to go ice bombs for the CC, if you want to go a little bit of infantry grenades, those are very low cooldown. You can get a lot of damage out of them, especially at late game. It's also instant cast too, which is something that's very nice. Not, of course, not as good as a lot of the turrets that you're going to get out of Tactics, but Tactics just has so many issues with it that I don't think it's worth it compared to Brutality. What else was I looking at? Anybody else think the Concierge is the hardest boss, worse than the Collector? I mean, ultimately, I think the Collector is not a terrible boss to go up against. He's just, he just, you know, catches you at the end of the run when you have the least amount of supplies and potion charges and everything to kind of support you, so... He's not a tremendously... I'm mad that I got hit by that. So he's not a tremendously difficult boss by himself, he's just... It's just the time in which you fight him. Concierge, depending on your build, if you're not building into one stat, if you can't blitz him down real fast, can be a lot more difficult to deal with just because he likes to box you into the corner and then just hit you over and over with his electric field. It's obnoxious. I think that for the most part, though, I probably have less trouble with the Concierge. Oh, okay. What do we got? Really want to avoid getting hit by traps, because especially on Tactics, that's going to be a very damning death sentence. So, avoid that if possible. What is this EU-friendly stream? Well, I wanted to do a real episode, but I couldn't. I mean, not that I, like, literally couldn't, I just couldn't. Not that I, like, literally could not do an episode, I just, every time I tried to do an episode, it wasn't very good. And that's generally the ideal realm for doing streams, let me tell you. Please. That sounds excellent. Although, you know, I did have some good stuff on that Crusher. It's just more stats. More stats, I think, are kind of what I want to go for instead. Yes, please. Okay. Oh. What is your real name? It's Kyle. K-Y-L-E. And you get no more than that. I'm just saying it because everybody already knows. You ought to know if you don't. I'm gonna take this. I think the Sinew Slicer is not amazing. You gotta get a very high-level version of it with, like, some good blood-specific affixes on there before it turns into an excellent... Before it turns into a really excellent item. Kyle Crane? Is that the name of, the Scarecrow in Batman? This is Dr. Crane, but I don't know if it's... I don't know, maybe. No, it's Kyle Hyde, like the, main protagonist of Hotel Dusk. Whoa, that was very close. Yeah, as it turns out, I was the one that got a paperclip. No, dude, it's from Dying Light. Oh, I'm gonna be honest. I like Dying Light. I want to say that the actual plot of Dying Light is maybe the most forgettable part about that game. There's very little from it that is, of interest. Cool game, but yeah. Hi, chat. What's with the EU-friendly time? Well, I tried to do a regular episode, but I just couldn't do it. I mean, sometimes I just, you just get days like that, man, where it's like, you start up a video and you keep stopping it, being like, hey, this is not good enough, I want to do a better one, and then you keep doing that over and over until you spent a half hour trying to start up an episode, and then you just quit. and go edit more videos of the witness. Everybody can relate to that, right? Speaking of which, is my witness episode up yet? Almost. Like, literal seconds. Double nickels on the dime till that thing gets up. So if you want to see me talk more about, like, Jonathan Blow and his obsession with creating a learning thing, and the guy that I'm doing this the video series with just spoiling everything with reckless abandon, check that one out. 40 kills is not bad. I'm actually pretty happy with that so far. Oh, that's not bad at all. Would it be worth taking, though? I don't think so. I have such a very specific sort of build going right now. I don't want to mess with that equilibrium. You know, it's whenever you're adding weapons into a good run, it's sort of like trying to inject air into a bubble. You know it's gonna burst any second. Is this gonna be the main question today? Hey man, it's not like I have any sort of disdain for my EU viewers. It's just more that I have a full-time job, and I can't, like, do streams in the middle of the day a lot of the time. It has to be on the weekend or nothing. And then usually the guy that I like to do streams with is never up for doing streams until, like, late afternoon. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to... Yeah, this is very frightening. Oh, yeah, we're good. This should work out just fine. Now I just need to get poison on my turret, and we should be gravy. Oh, but I want this. You know what? I'll take this. Sure. We'll get that gold as well as a cell. Get a little bit more health. I just get the cell door by the shop you were just at. That is a 2-cell door, which contains cells. And I don't need cells at this point anymore. I have literally everything unlocked in the save file. So, I mean, all I would be doing is probably fighting a bunch of enemies that aren't that useful to fight. So, it's worth it to just skip it. You know, you want to get that other turret from the shop? And yes, I will definitely go do that when I can. It's just I want to do a little bit more exploration around and make sure that I lock in my 60 kills here if I possibly can. Because that's going to be pretty sweet. That's my point. You find yourself in too bad of shape too early, restart. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, a lot of the videos I do, that happens in. Do you think 5 cells is a run in the park? Absolutely not. It is terrible. More Sekiro? It's coming. I have the episodes edited. I just need to do a little bit of post-commentary for them. I want to finish that up today if I possibly can, but I also want to do a little bit of Dead Cells content, you know, get the witness, everything like that up and going. But it's coming. It's coming. The game is done. I have finished Sekiro. I just need to actually compile all of the footage into something that even makes a lick of sense. Because after all, there's many, many prayer beads that I was getting at random points in time, a lot of grinding, just weird stuff that messes up the whole editing process. Let's get that turret. More Persona 5. The Persona 5 is... Look, it's not like I've been doing nothing these past couple days. I have been working on videos. They're all coming. They're all coming. And everything that you want out of the channel, unless it's me finishing up Seasides of Celeste, is going to happen soon enough. Oh, or the Golden Tower in purple. Those are the two that I really eventually need to do, but I've been putting off so very long. You know where there's an elite mod for Dead Cells? I mean, at one point, of course, Allah had that up, but I don't know if that's... Also, Second Shot is also being worked on. I could probably put that one out right now if I wanted to. This is actually not bad. I want to keep that generates toxic cloud, though. That's going to be more useful. You will also be more useful. Okay. Let's go. Play Crosscode. Everybody's been telling me to play Crosscode, but it's just like, I just finished Grindia. I want to do something different. Oh, and I also kind of want to finish up some of the runs that I've been, you know, that I've had on my to-do list forever. Good, and maybe also not make them unlisted this time. Well, here's the thing. It's not actually going to be Second Shot. What it's going to be is it's going to be an entirely new playthrough. And then it's going to be Second Shot. Any chance to use streaming Bloodstained? Yeah, I think streaming is probably going to be the best way to do that. Either that or do like a Witness-style two-hander type of series. Just because I think that it's going to be more into... Oh, wow, what a great pickup right at the start of this area. That's the one thing I need to get the stat in this place. So, anyway. I'm distracted here. But yeah, anyone know how to download Dead Cells mods? If you are on Steam, it's just right in the workshop. You can get it immediately. Nice. Wow, this is great. You can just like download it directly from Steam. It'll automatically install, etc. and so on. It's all a lot of very good stuff. Ooh. Just duck. Just like duck for 5 seconds. Okay, fine. Wow, this is a little... I don't know why I'm doing this in such a risky way, but hey, I mean... Working. There we go. Nice. No, I don't even need that. I have the gold as well as a cell. 3 stats, 75% damage reduction. It's all looking pretty all right. Ooh. People ask a lot of things. It's like, that's what I really like about the streams. Like, you always have something to talk about. All you gotta do is just look over a chat if you feel like you're lagging behind in topics. Oh, by the way, we now have parity with enemies that, with biters, your friendly biters will teleport to you. So now, friendly biters are no longer significantly worse than unfriendly biters. It's something that I definitely appreciate. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, this is going to be equally, if not more bad. Also, I don't like this either. Okay, I got a single hit there. That's actually... Okay, that's a lot more hits. Yeah, get into a big clear area. See, this is what I'm talking about, where the numbers game is going to be coming in my favor here. Just the amount of enemies that I'm killing will... Whoa! Be helping me out here. Just... See, I'm making up for the bad play that I had before. Oh, no. Axes, I need you here. Also, increase cooldown time on the heavy turret, which I'm not a big fan of, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, yes, this will work out just fine. Oh, man! It did it. It did it. My babies can follow me? I know, right? Finally. It only took the entire game to have happen. Well, this is gonna be also an issue. And... it'll also make probably having a biter swarm a little bit more useful now as well. Let's just haul you down here. Okay. And that will prevent it from turning around. And we should be good. I said we should be good. Oh, I really need to get that 100% on poison up for that, don't I? No. No. I like what I got right now. Ooh. Knife throws are terrible until you get the parry timing down. It's until you get the parry timing down, but then they also have the ability to get breached by your parries, so... Oh, a legendary weapon. Very nice. They also have the ability to get breached by your parries, which makes their timing inconsistent, which is a problem. Yeah, that works. Yeah, that's one of those things where it's just like, parries should be able to take care of them trivially, but in practice, they don't. Wow, dude, come on! I mean, I know you're getting buffed up right now, but you're killing me here. Also, having all the biters get buffed up as well is not filling me with a lot of confidence. There we go. Man! Okay, 100% unpoisoned. Screw it. I like the wolf trap. This seems like it's going to be a better option entirely. Whoa! Calm down there, my dude. This is like the second sinew slicer that I've gotten in a legendary version in so many days. Oh, wow. That's also a very good weapon. A lot of good stuff going on here. All right. I haven't played Dead Cells in a while now. What's the deal with these new items and enemies? I assume the OG items like Ice Bow aren't good anymore? Oh, man. That's some bad news for you. Ice Bow has been nerfed a lot. I mean, not only is... it doesn't have the damage reduction anymore. Damage reduction has been changed up a lot, which was one of the really great selling items about it. But then it's also the stun time on it has been reduced a lot. And that's not great in terms of the usefulness that it used to provide you. Yeah, because it only freezes for like a fraction of a second now, rather than the full freeze time that you get from like a ice grenade and stuff. There's still points where I could see it being useful, but it's just not nearly as much anymore, unfortunately. Now, it's all about this new weapon that I'm using right now, the Boy's Axe, which is just incredible in a lot of ways. But hey, heavy turret's still good, so some things still remaining great. You see gameplay of Blasphemous. I heard about that. I do not know anything about that game. Why don't you stream on Twitch? I mean, I do usually, but lately I've been doing a little bit more streaming on YouTube just because, well, nobody watches me on Twitch. I'll admit, very much wow. Very much built on ego, but hey. Okay, I know I wanted that other heavy turret. I want to upgrade my Boy's Axe a lot more. You know, you charge. Do you know changes when you find and rest at a Dark Souls bonfire? Yes, it spawns an enemy that has a whole bunch of cells on them. It there's an item in there that you can get, as well as like a little bit of money, I think. And I think that's it. But really, you're looking for the enemy that spawns a bunch of cells. That's the big reason what you do with when you're resting at the bonfire. Okay, and I don't know. What do you got? Nah, not worth it. However, there we go. No, I'm not the only one who forgets that you have that key. It's like, well, the key's not going to do too much for me as of right now. You can recycle anything what's inside. No, it should spawn an enemy, but from what I've seen, it's like the generation of the level is kind of weird, so that it doesn't actually spawn that enemy a lot of the times. It's weird. I don't know. It should spawn just a regular zombie, you know, old green eyes, and he'll drop like 20, 30 cells or something. That's about it. Happy Dad's Day. Happy Dad's Day to you too, Calfgod. It's a lovely dad day today, isn't it? I'm going to be making my dad a chocolate cake. He likes a good old-fashioned German chocolate, after all. Doesn't have ammo? I mean, this does have ammo. It's just it only has one ammo. You can get the double ammo, so you can throw out 2 axes at a time, but it's actually something of a hindrance, because you get damage when you pull back the axe, like this. So, it can be a little bit slower. Anyway, what else are we looking at here? That inside is tempting. Food doesn't heal me anymore, though, which is kind of not a fan. I don't know, man. Support could be good, but I don't really need extra damage all that much. Parting gift? Let's go with Dead Inside, because I do really need the health as well. I mean, I have necromancy to maybe help me out here, but I don't know, man. You know that I'm ignoring you specifically because you're doing the Homestuck thing. You know damn well what that's about. Okay, good. I was kind of worried that I might not have been able to blitz those guys down fast enough. Okay, and let's just have turrets take care of that, dude. All right, I'm back and my body feels like it's failing at an alarming rate. Yeah, I've had that feeling too, pretty much all the time. Although thankfully it's mostly just a feeling for me. So far. Okay, come on. And there we go. And I don't even want to screw around with that guy. It's not a good idea. Just got this game on Switch and we just got the Rise of the Giants update. Any weapons items I should enjoy before they get nerfed in future updates? Ice Shard definitely. Ice Shard, it's got nerfed to the ground. Would highly recommend checking that one out before it's gone forever. Although I suppose it's like now that you just... unless you're talking about the newest update, then enjoy Giant Killer. Giant Killer got it pretty bad. So, what if my keyboard's broken and I can't type in any other way? There was that one guy who couldn't type E, like his E key was broken, so I guess it's not unheard of, to be fair. Who was that? I can't remember now. But anyway. Yeah, okay, good. Good. What are the best mutations right now? I usually go for all of the defensive stuff. Dead Inside, Soldier's Endurance, Necromancy, Tainted Flask is just absolutely fantastic. But something like Combo, if you're going for that with a high brutality build, can really up your damage for like a otherwise minor hitting weapons. I'm talking like electric whip and stuff. What else? If you're going melee with brutality, something like Berserker is really great, especially if you like to go in very hard. If you're going up against a boss and you're kind of unsure of yourself, something like Extended Healing or Emergency Triage can be pretty good. Gives you a lot of options related to that. I forgot that I had Dead Inside. Ah, that hurts. Damage over time still dominates? It sure does. Unfortunately, if you're doing normal mode, it's so unlikely that you're going to get that specific combo of items that you can't really rely on it with any sort of consistency. Also, it does not really work against the Collector. If you're up against the Collector, he shrugs off damage over time, and I don't think it gets any sort of buff from the Panacea. So, I mean, he doesn't, like, literally shrug it off. It's just when he goes into his final phase, you're going to be spending a lot of time in that fight. So, I would recommend getting a regular weapon before you get to that. Dead Inside, killing Doc Inside. I mean, I actually did, like, a claw hand, raising my fist at God in anger sort of motion when... Oh, missed that there. Let's just let the turrets take care of them. And, I don't know. It's more damage. Does it hurt my health amount? Actually, it doesn't hurt my health amount at all, so forget you. All right. Because I need that damage. I mean, I'm starting to, like, one-shot enemies right now, which is good. What do you think is the worst weapon? I don't know, because a lot of the weapons have gotten changed up recently to be better. Like, the worst skill might still be Biter Swarm. Grappling Hook, definitely. There's a few pretty bad ones. Oh, take them down quick. All right, very nice, very nice. Wrench skill is better now that you can have, like, Sata Stiletto. I can see Sata Stiletto, now that it scales with tactics, being very good in a wrench situation. However, there's still a lot of pretty bad ones. Spartan Sandals is still too inconvenient. I mean, they tried so hard to make that better that I still kind of appreciate it. Something that's still kind of bad is the Repeater Crossbow. I don't think that one's very good still. Maybe if I got that with a Wolf Trap, I could get my mind changed on it. But for right now, it's not amazing. Okay. There we are. Oh, very interesting. How much health do I lose there? Like 2,000. I don't think I can switch out for that. It's just too much. Still not a fan of the Hayabusa boots. Is there a way to download save games for Dead Cells? I mean, it used to be that you could download that, but every time I try, like, doing save backups like I've done before, they just have not been working, so they might have changed something with that. I mean, like, I've given out my save file a bunch of times, but I don't know if it can actually function anymore. This is interesting. I don't think it's good enough, though. I would need to, like, upgrade it at the Forge and everything for it to even be worthwhile. What if you follow your own advice and use a Repeater Crossbow with Sadistic Stiletto and Wrench? That could actually work, especially if you get something like Release Cloud of Poison or just regular poison enemies when you're on the crossbow there. Hey, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. What's the difference between golden and white items? Golden items are legendary items. As of right now, they give you 3 stats, but you cannot upgrade them, so they tend to be kind of a lower level comparatively. White items are from cursed chests, and they still scale with anything, but at the same time, they also can be upgraded to give you 2 stats, and tend to be of a lot higher level comparatively. Let's go. Watch out, a lot. Legendary items used to only give you 1 stat. That's actually been a change up in the recent update here to give you all 3 stats up, which is very nice. It's a very good change. I think it does maybe imbalance the whole idea of not necessarily needing to get legendary items from bosses, because now they're so much more useful. You ever plan on doing a Dead Cell speedrun? I mean, I have tried it in the past, but none of them were very good, so I want to say that I don't have the patience or ability to do it compared to like the actual people that do speed runs, or you know, your Horroristo type of characters and all that. Like, those guys are just too good at what they do. Guy doing 5-cell cursed sword runs. I do think that if I really put my nose to the grindstone, like if there was an achievement to do it, I probably could. It's just I don't want to, which is effectively the same thing as being unable to do it. I'm unable to have the patience to do it. What do we got? That's the one to get. If I can save up for that, that will be the ideal sort of thing to do. This is not custom mode. This is actually OG normal mode. You can tell because I don't have the wrench in the bottom right corner. And it's also, and you know, to get a run like this is actually quite fortuitous. Getting double of any item in the game is pretty unlikely, especially Boy's Axe, even if you are trying to look for it. Also, yeah, you can't do this anymore. Chiropractor said that no more heavy lifting. Take him down. It's unfortunate because that was such a good strategy. How they nerf Boy's Axe, it does less damage when it returns. It does less damage when it returns, but it's still a lot of damage. So, as far as nerfs go, it could be far worse. It does also, if the rooting gets removed naturally, it does also do the rooting damage. It didn't used to do that before, so not a bad change if I do say so myself. Get the stealth village and die. Yeah, that's when it starts getting real difficult. I do not blame you on that one. Can't do 1-cell. How do you do 5-cell? I have 1,200 hours in the game. So to be fair, it's like if you have this amount of time in just about anything, you're much more likely to succeed at any individual run. 1,200 hours. Boy, howdy, is it a lot. Ooh, I do think that we should have that episode of Witness ready to go now. Good. Here we go. Upload some stuff in the middle of the stream. Because I can. I want to. Any tips on getting the 5th boss cell? The Boy's Axe run that I'm doing right now works out pretty well. I originally got it when I grabbed a really good damage over time run. Obviously doing on custom mode. Brutality is great. It's carried me through a lot of tough scrapes these days. Just a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff that you can possibly do. Just look for the most overpowered run that you can possibly get, and remember that you only need to get to the giant. Getting anywhere past the giant is completely unnecessary. Once you get that cell, you got that cell. So don't even plan on building for endgame. Just plan on building for the giant, and you know, continue going on with the run. Why not? But like, know that you are no longer obligated to do anything else past that point. Fuck you, Inquisitors. Hey, don't worry. The best part about the new update is less Inquisitors. So, as soon as that sort of stuff comes to all the consoles and everything, it's going to be much more pleasant to be dealing with higher cell difficulty. They are now planning to add... Yeah, let's try to do, like, some sort of wacky, crazy stuff going on right now. By the way, if you like The Witness, plan on having a lot more Witness in the future, because we have, like, batch recorded most of the episodes almost to Endgame. I think we're going to do Endgame today. So, I'm going to actually have that, like, coming out daily for a while. Can I get more cell modes and custom modes? Oh, yeah. Custom mode does not lock you away from anything unless it explicitly says it does. It'll give you, like, a warning in the corner that says you can't get achievements here or whatever. And that's the only thing. You can lock and unlock items as much as you want. The game is designed for that, so I would highly recommend not doing everything on normal mode. Normal mode is reserved for people like me who want to look impressive on the internet. And that's about it. Really want to watch your Witness videos, but I want to buy and play the game myself first. I would highly recommend that, because we spoil everything. We are doing everything in that game, and I have played through the game a couple times even before the first video happened. So I think it's a game best experienced on your own. But if you don't care about the game, then check out the videos. They are very much condensed, and you still get the exact same experience without having to go on Jonathan Blow's wild ride. Which, boy, is it wild. Okay. Oh, stomp attack, making sure that I get that stun on. And I will actually take this for right now and get a lot of use out of that while I'm down here. Just for... Did I not hit anything with the bleed? Weird. I feel like they nerfed Homunculus Rune just to make Cursed Sword even harder. Oh, yeah, you could still use it if you were using a Cursed Sword. You just couldn't... Anything. You could still use that with a Cursed Sword, you just couldn't use it when you're cursed. That's right, that was a big difference. And now, yeah, that would have been good. Hauling around heavy turrets, dealing with a ton of enemies trivially, even though you were using Cursed Sword. Motion Twin, you're killing me here. If I do ever decide to do a Cursed Sword run, you're just taking away all the niceties that made it even somewhat possible. Because they also nerfed the amount of time that you got invincibility from Ramparts, which was a big thing that I know Jorgeristo did in his run of Cursed 5-cell. Yeesh. Close, but, it's almost tempting, but there's no real good way to get poison. It's just the knife throwers after this point in time. And I don't want to give up my, gold as well as a cell. There we go. Probably not as tense as I made it seem, but it felt like it in the moment. Anyway. And let's go. Very nice play there. Yeah, Ereval making fun of me for playing poorly. Now who's playing poorly? Cursed Sword run, please. Oh, oh man, no. I'll save that for a cut. I'll save that for a casual run coming up here soon. Poison healing will work with melees? Probably not at all. I don't think that's considered poison, I want to say. Let's go. Why never use the homunculus on the Electro? Safe and easy. It's just so slow. It takes so long to do. And also you can't use it. Whoa. I forgot to get the thing. I forgot to get the... Fine, I guess we're back in bad play territory again. You got me, Ereval, from beyond the grave. Yeah, I know, Stryman. I screwed up. That was my bad. Oh well, there are more turrets to be had in the future. Don't even worry about that. Poison. Oh my god, the dream. Look at that. That is the most amazing voice axe I might have ever seen in my life. This is much nicer now. Nutcracker. The Nutcracker's not going to work here. It doesn't scale with tactics. Oh, why does Boomerang have the double ammo prefix, but double ammo doesn't work on it? I mean, the only one that it should have that with is legendary versions. At least that's what Motion Twin has said. Hey, thanks, J Park. Let's go. Yes, very nice, very nice. I do think I'm getting 100% on poison for both of my turrets, too. Okay. I want to get whatever the legendary item is. The legendary item is probably going to be good, especially if it's a skill in whatever way it decides to make itself known. I can't get through there in time. Damn. Because I knew that I was going to get blocked into the side. Oh, well. Happens. What the hell is going on here? Yeah, hey, for once we actually need the mods. Cool. Thanks, mods. I love you. Oh, sold that wolf trap? The wolf trap's not going to be that useful right now. That's not that important. For once, moderating is actually required in the chat. Never thought it would happen. I always thought it would always sit under the normal spamming radar. Let's go Stilt Village. All right, there we go. Jeez. Hey, doing a stream and actually having kind of a decent Tactics 5 cell mode run going, which is not something I would have seen coming. Boys Axe is the best build for all possible difficulties? Yes. Because it works pretty much on it. There's nothing that makes this work best on 5 cell mode. It works on anything. And I would highly recommend it for any run that you're doing. 0 cell to 5 cell. Who's the guy with claws? Those are Ravagers. They are a new addition in a lot of the biomes, kind of making up for the fact that they got rid of Arbiters in a lot of places. So, you know, real cool, Motion Twin. Very happy with that. But, yeah, they're just extremely, extremely fast zombies. 28 days later style here. And there we are. What can they do? I mean, they pretty much just run at you. Oh, they can also jump, so they don't need to teleport places, which is kind of annoying. Here, I'll show you right now. God, they're so fast. Very frightening. Where do you get the blueprint for the axe from? It's in the cavern. You're looking for the gigantic, like, cow enemies. Quadrupeds, I like to call them. They are... I would recommend taking a... Go in 1 cell mode, take a blueprint with you. It's the easiest way to get it. Because the cavern is unsafe at any speed and also very difficult at any difficulty. Yeah, Ground Shakers is the correct name. Thank you, Ali Kirad. And should be fine here. Yeah, the killing potential, like I said, gets super high when you get into the second half of the game. It's just, so does your dying potential. There we go. And is this mainline or beta? This is currently the beta version right now. So it has all of the great changes to the game that you would expect right now, like Ravagers being in every single biome in the same way that Arbiters used to be. And let's go. This might be a mistake. Need to prep for early morning. Good luck on your run. Underestimating the stun from the heavy crossbow. Does it have that much of a stun? I never really thought of it as being particularly good related to that. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll check it out at some point in time. There's been a lot of good. It'll die to this curse 100%. Yeah, well, I'll show you, dumbass. Maybe. I'll show you how well I can die to this curse. It's probably the more likely way that this is going to go. Stuns elites and bosses. I mean, I know it grabs them, but does it actually, like, stun them? Would be good if that were the case. Take those out. Take you out. Anything. Got to show up, Domez. Can't tell me what to do. Hey. Man, still? There we go. Jesus. Ridiculous. Well, hey, thanks everybody for actually tuning into the stream. We've gotten big enough that even spam bots are finally here. One more. Yes! Ha! Take that! Oh, I do think that there's probably some... I don't know if anybody else has noticed this, but today I've been getting, like, signed out of Google stuff pretty much constantly. I think that there might be like some sort of big attack going on here that they're trying to strip from their servers. Which feels at least like the case. What do you got? Okay. Okay. And okay. What am I looking at for the heavy turret? It's actually pretty good, so I don't want to get rid of it just yet. Go to Twitch. I'll go to Twitch eventually. It's just, I mean, you know, everybody knows me on YouTube. I want to go where everybody knows your name. And there we go. What do we got? 2 extra jumps. I mean, what's my health look like after this? Like, almost no different at all. So, I'm going to take it just for that 75% damage reduction on projectiles. I think that is actually going to be worthwhile when I get to places that have projectile spamming enemies. We'll see. Quickly. Really worried about those Ravagers. Like I said, they attack absurdly fast. Thankfully, the heavy turret is giving me a lot of... Wow, I almost jumped in the spikes there. You see that demo of Stilk song? Getting sick of anticipation. It's like I'm still telling you right now, it's like, after Godmaster, I am still full up. I am still feeling full up on Hollow Knight. So it's like, I did watch that. It is looking pretty hype. It's just... Take your time, Team Cherry. Take your time. Godmaster was too difficult. And you know what you did. Is Magic Missile good? It attacks really quickly. You can attack enemies from any angle. I'd say it's pretty good. I think you get a lot of really good stuff going on with it. Wait, where am I right now? This Hornet looks way more mobile, which is good. That's what kind of one of the issues that I had with Hollow Knight. It always felt like the Knight was a little bit slow when you were doing anything with him. Because, you know, as good as he was at attacking and everything, you could feel... I mean, it's sort of like using a slow weapon in Dead Cells here, wherein you can feel how long it takes for, like, your... Especially the double jump. I think the double jump more than anything else, you could really feel how long it would take to use that. Where you would get hit by spikes when you were trying to double jump, even though you saw the animation for the double jump coming out. Hey, I saw you there. Hornet being more mobile is something that I am not opposed to. Well, this is going to be bad. Should be fine. Killing potential is quite high after all, so I'm not disappointed in that. Oh, God. Here he comes. And, come on. Just careful. Careful. Do some more. That is a True Lies reference if you don't ever understand why I'm saying do some more over and over. Super best friends used to say that a lot back when they were in business. Okay, there we go. One more curse chest left to go. Speaking with numbers is like some sort of coding thing. No, it's a Homestuck thing. Don't even ask. What's good strategy for low-level, low-difficulty runs? Any sort of survival. I mean, something like a Nutcracker I've seen has been really good, especially since you also... One of the, unlocked items on low cell difficulties is the Wolf Trap, which has just absolutely great synergy with it. And survival just gives you the ability to take a lot more hits from enemies without worrying about, it lets you learn enemy patterns a lot better. Because you can just take so many more hits. You can turtle down, hold up a shield, and just see how enemies act. Of course, Necromancy, also one of the things that is unlocked from the very beginning, is maybe one of the best survival mutations in the entire game. If you're not taking melees, you can actually get hit over and over, and by endgame, you'll be able to heal up all of that damage almost immediately. It's really great. Ooh, what do you got? Nah, not worth it. Something that might have been interesting to take if it had some good affixes on it. What is the best turret? Heavy turret. The one I'm using right now, bottom left corner. It stuns enemies with the huge amount of damage it does. It buffs up your main hands. And of course, it scales with tactics, so you're always guaranteed to have 2 points of tactics on it. It's even almost worth using if you don't have a tactic-specific run, just because of the amount of usages that you can get out of it. All right. What are we looking at here? Enemies are pretty minimal at this point in time left to kill. So I'm mostly going to be focusing on taking this into the next area. Getting rid of the curse there. Let's go. Play Rogue Legacy? I could play Rogue Legacy again. I mean, I have already played through that game once. Didn't do the remix bosses, but everything else, I don't know, maybe. Is this 5 boss cell? It absolutely is. Oh, let me tell you, does it play it. Oh yeah, you can also see it says on the bottom right. Don't forget about that. 5 cell normal mode. Everybody's favorite. Reveals invisible enemies. I mean, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take this to make sure that I don't die to invisible enemies, and also because I want a big health boost right now. Honestly, I have enough tactics. Darkness does not kill if you're cursed. That is one of the few ways that you can take damage while being cursed and not die. So it's actually totally okay. Slime boss is really hard. Yeah, Astrodotus, I think you're talking about. The remix version of him. Because Herodotus, yeah, is named after the OG historian. He's not too bad. But Astrodotus? You can see me struggling right now to say words. 24 tactics is probably fine. You're right on that one, Bane Clandestine. Because it's just like, that's... The items that I currently have are very good. And they are not going to be... And like, I don't really necessarily need to be going in any more hardcore than this for damage. I'm already hitting caps. I'm already probably hitting caps against bosses as it is. Especially with poison synergy. Whew. Alright, damn, those bots, you know, are legit... You know that you are a legit moderator when you have chat on screen instead of stream itself. I mean, I'm doing this in like a little... I'm playing the game in like a little tiny window right now just to make sure that I can see chat so I can relate. I'm just glad that I'm able to get like 60 frames a second, 720p. High definition. I see you there. There are 2 more curse chests left to go. I don't know if I'm going to need them with this sort of run. It's actually going pretty good so far. I don't know if it's entirely necessary, basically. Try Dead Cells on 480p. I mean, I used to only record at 720p until somebody in the comment section literally said, hey, come on, man, do it at 1080. And I'm like, okay, fine. There we go. I can't even imagine that this, like, works at 480. It's got to be just, like, a muddled mess of pixels. And grab you, and go. Oh, they really need to make poison not kill when cursed. I don't know. I feel like it's infrequent enough that you get it that... I mean, it's really just in the... Yeah, you know what, sure. I think that's fair. Or if you're absolutely insane, 144. Well, then the game's just an illegible mess. Can't even tell what's going on. Okay, come on. I don't want to lose at this point, but if I take a curse chest, there's a good chance. Nah. Hey, goodbye. Let's go. This run is very insane. It's going... For a tactics run, it's going pretty good. Just don't get poisoned and you're fine. Yeah, just don't get hit. Okay, there we go. Don't get hit, Kappa. Hey, let's go. Still would probably like to get a little bit more health. 16,000 might seem like a lot. It's not at this point in time. Don't get hit, forehead. Yeah, there you go. Upgrade 4K or 8K. My computer is pretty good for recording this. It's not that good. That's a little bit of a tall ask for me. Make it look so easy when it really isn't. Yeah, you tell me. I should probably start taking things that aren't tactics. Challenge, curse sword run. I mean, yeah. It's the ultimate challenge. Oh, especially if you're like doing that on normal mode, but that ain't gonna happen. Nope and nope. Poison killing you when you get cursed just makes players play very slow. I mean, it depends. And don't even try with this. One more curse left. One more curse left after this point, and then I'll be done with curses for the rest of the run. Ugh. By Astrolab, you'll be a millionaire. I mean, hey, you need to be a millionaire to be able to actually buy anything in the Astrolab, so that's fine with me. And let's just go here. Some enemies saw me, but yeah, they'll be taken out pretty quick right there. Same thing with you. Definitely want to watch out for the axe throwers because those guys will inflict a lot of malaise on you. Bots are still showing up? My god, what is up with these things? Another challenge, use Cursed Sword to kill Collector. That is probably less difficult than using the Cursed Sword to kill the Hand of the King, I would say. Like, you can get a lot of stuff you can do with that guy. Come on, Cursed Sword, 5 boss cells run. I'll do 5 boss cells, I'll do Cursed Sword. I'm not going to say I'm going to be successful. It's just like I have done a run like that pretty recently, actually, so... Probably should leave a few of these enemies alive to try to get some good curse relief. If the time will be right. 60 kills. Okay. Any enemies following me? No. Let's go. Not bots, just enthusiastic viewers who want to watch multiple times over. Hey, I can appreciate that. How do you feel about Assassin's Blade Phaser? It's one of the best ways to do it, especially if you're going up against the 5-cell... Especially if you're going up against 5-cell Conjunctivius. You know what? Let's just get back into the light here. Ooh. Finish the game with what you have to find, with what you found in the first place. I've done that before. I mean, there are also like use what you see runs, which are a real treat to do. Those things go terribly in the current game's landscape, but hey, it's still something. Just let the turrets take care of it. Take that. That's the last curse chest for the game. We're home free. Ooh, boy. What stats, by the way? For what? What would you look at weapons for? When you look at weapons, what should I look? I can't really read everything when you sell stuff after half a second. I'm looking for, I mean, pretty much my build right now is so good that unless it is something absurdly great, I'm talking like a, it has some sort of very good affix on it. I don't even know what it would be at this point. Then I just sell it immediately. It's like the run that I'm working with right now is very good. Nothing here I want to replace. So I'm mostly selling stuff just because I don't need it. Box Elite, taken down instantaneously. I'm going to stick with what I got. Like I said, I don't want to go too far into damage right now, especially when it's so unnecessary. Favorite skin? Festive. Festive skin's just very good. It is a very good skin. A Sepulchre's favorite band, The Darkness? No, it's actually the Misfits. Because it's just filled with a bunch of them. Let's take you for a little bit of extra healing. And then I'm going to start to just go for just health. I need health. And there we go. Oh, imprisoning me. All that I see. A lot of zombies. Yeah, you know what? That's their favorite band. It's the Cranberries because of all the zombies in the Sepulchre. And that's as good of a pun as you're gonna get from me right now, especially as I am very much not liking the situation that I found myself. Oh, absolute horror. Or what? You gotta let me know. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. A surprisingly good run for a tactics run here. We'll see how this kind of works out over time, but hey, if I can get a normal mode 5-cell tactics run going, would not be opposed to that. Oh, got clipped right on my foot anyway. Oh, well, I'm surprisingly not taking too much damage here. Tactics, turrets run, it's like, are the best. It's like, yeah, no question. I'm not going to argue with you on that one. I would like to say that if you're doing a tactics run and you're not using turrets, you're probably using something like Tornado, because that's the only thing that can even kind of compare to that. It's just that good. Well, here's a good question. Nothing here is any good compared to the weapons that I'm using right now. It would have to be absurdly good for me to even want to start to take something like that. Hemorrhage is great. I don't think Hemorrhage compares to the current throwing axes that I'm working with. Even stuns the victim. The stun is going to wear off very quickly against bosses, so why even bother? Aren't you using the streaming features? They do not work on YouTube. They only work on Twitch. Otherwise, I also want to do like a little bit of a just regular, would be nice, but nope. I also want to do just a regular old run right now. I think that the stuff I'm working with, like, I don't want to go, thanks, controller. Is there any way to beat this game without focusing on one color? I mean, if on lower cell difficulties, I think that if you're doing a split survival tactics run, that would work. Aside from that, no. I think you just need that extra damage at this point in time, because your damage spins wildly out of control as you get higher and higher stats. Yeah, this is like the first time I've ever seen a bot raid in any way. Purple Death Orb. I mean, Death Orb's great and everything. It's just... Death Orb also comes with the issue of that it explodes pretty quickly. And it also doesn't give you rally anymore, which is one of the really great things that you used to be able to get out of it. And there we go. Anything else? Anybody else? Haven't played a while. There's 5-cell now? Oh, yes, there is. And the 5-cell door is right at the very end of the game. It opens up a new area and a new boss. It's a real trip. Couple new blueprints in that area, too, with a couple new enemies. It's rough. Recommended build? This one is actually a pretty good build. I would suggest going for a brutality build with it, though, instead, and infantry grenades. But it's like this one, the classic damage over time, I'm talking Alchemic Carbine combined with Okuto's Bow and Wolf Trap, and then whatever you want for your other thing is very good. What else? Giant Killer with just about anything is a really good weapon. Sadist Stiletto is now kind of shown itself to be an interesting take, perhaps. Oh, a very good weapon is the Spiteful Sword. Spiteful Sword, you can get a ton of damage out and rally up a lot of the damage you take at any point in time. You should do a 5-cell run. Yeah, I know, I probably should. All right, that was close. And I probably could go for the Giant here, but I'm not going to. It's just too rough. The current game version is whatever the most recent whatever the most recent beta is right now. Still love the Impaler. Impaler's good. Only 5 cells, yeah. I mean, I'm doing this 5-cell normal mode, so there is an extra level of difficulty up on this one. Why don't you go for tactic skills anymore? Just because I need health. I'm so low on health. Hey, there's that glitch. Then you can just walk right through the door. Very goofy. Adding 6 cells after watching the live streams. We'll see. Let's go. Dodging creates Toxic Cloud. That was good, but I already have a Toxic Cloud being created by my axe, so I don't really need that. Nice. Ooh, rough. Favorite brutality build? The one I'm using right now with infantry grenades, basically. It's really good. It's very good. Perfect fight. Yep, nailed it. That's another legendary item. I hope it's something good. Is the axe new? It's new as of the most recent DLC, the Rise of the Giant DLC. It was added in that with the cavern. And that's pretty tempting. I'm gonna take it. Like, it doesn't have 100% on poison, which is too bad, but it does generate a toxic cloud. I think they fixed it so that you can re-roll legendary weapons now and they won't lose all of their junk, which was kind of an issue before. Chat, I'm going to leave this up to you. Why not 2 gold items? Because the other one I have... The other one I have is so good. It's so good. Should I re-roll it? Should I? I don't know. I don't want to risk it in case they haven't... well, Florin says to do it, so... Florin, this is on you if it screws up. Okay, thank God. I was really worried there for a second. Let's go. That's 100% on poison target. Generates a shield, which, Oil, Victim's burn, I guess, might be able to give me something, but it's like the 100% on poison is so good. Yes, and they did actually fix it. Palpatine voice. Do it. Do it now. That's the worst Palpatine voice I've ever done. Let's go. Just got to be real careful when it comes to this area. But aside from that, it's like this is a very, very good run. Come on. You. And you. The whole Palpatine voice just makes me think of Game Grumps immediately. That stupid bit. Okay. And okay. Let's go. When you usually stream, it's pretty erratic. It can happen at any point in time for any reason. This time specifically, it's because I just got, I wasn't really feeling up to doing a regular episode, so I just said, hey, I'm going to do a stream instead. I haven't watched Game Grumps in a while. I've been catching up with a lot of their old stuff because I think, like, the last time I watched it, they had John on the show. That's how long it's been. Well, you know, they're doing some good stuff. Right now, watching the Luigi's Mansion playthrough, which is pretty amusing. It was Aaron's first time playing that game. But yeah, I even put in... I even, like, made a reference to, I'm the video game boy. I'm the one who wins in, like, the last video. If that's any indication of how much of them I've been watching. Go. Still glad that we don't have Arbiters in here. Did you pick a single favorite song from the game? Probably the Clock Tower. I like the Clock Tower theme a lot. I think that's a very good one. Yeah. Go. I might not have the wolf trap to keep enemies in place for the Crusher, but the amount of stun time I'm getting off of the heavy turret is kind of working well for that. Go. Shoot him. Dang it, come on. Unfortunately, can't homunculus ruin the turrets anymore, so that's kind of a problem. Nope. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay, you want to step to this? What's going to be the last thing you step to ever? I'm honestly surprised that I still have my heart at this point in time. Really thought I would have lost it. And I rolled right into it. Be more careful. Just got to be more careful. Come on. Danny is a pretty nice dude, and I like hearing all the stories he has. I like Danny's dynamic that he's got with the group, where he's a lot more of the straight man compared to Aaron, who yells a lot. I think it's a good combo that they got going on for the good dynamic for the show. Oh boy, this is a little bit rough. There we go. Oh, Oshuair is a nice ambient. I mean, it's pretty good, but I also, the not-so-grump, you could say. Anyway, I'm gonna let that pass without comment. Okay, if you don't know what the straight man is in a comedy duel, go educate yourself right now. You dang kids and your euphemisms. It's the person that works as a foil for the wacky guy, basically. And there we go. Ooh, what do you think about the knife thrower? I think it's good for killing only good for killing combos in a second. You talking about specifically like the throwing knife weapon, or you talking about the knife thrower enemy? Because I hate the knife thrower enemy. They catch me so often because of their invisibility. I'd like to say most of the times that I die to curses, it's because of those, and it's very frustrating. Also, shouldn't forget that I do root enemies to the ground with the axes, so that's actually a good combination when it comes to getting the most out of the Crusher, too. Come on. That's fine. There we go. You can parry knives. Yeah, it's just the whole thing with parrying knives is that you eventually get to a point where you'll breach the knife thrower, and then they'll have staccato throwing, and then you're dead. And then you'll wake up dead. Okay. And should be easy to take out you. Actually starting to think about maybe taking a couple more points of tactics. I don't know. I'm starting to get in a position where I am not doing as much damage, not one-shotting enemies in the way that I would like to be. Giant Killer. Giant Killer's pretty good. I mean, it would be good for killing the giant. Actually, it wouldn't. You'd have a really hard time hitting his hands, but it's like this weapon right now. Double Boy's Axe. Have them both mapped to the same button. You can't go wrong. Yeah, that was a very good combo. Unfortunately, still got hit. So close. Oh, well, this is why I got Necromancy and everything in the first place. To take out the Malaise when I get to the boss. And to heal me up slowly and doucement over time. Oh, 713 cells, Jesus Christ. I know, you tend to get a lot in 5-cell mode. I usually end with like over 1,000. Okay. Okay. Doing okay. Ah, dang, I'm mad. That's what I'm talking about, though, man. Those Ravagers. It just takes 1 second for them to ruin your entire life. What you got? I'll take it. Oh, that's really frustrating. Anyway, I want more health. Clearly, we've proven right now that you need a lot of health in this run. 30,000 is merely a jumping off point. Would actually probably be worth grabbing something like a tonic or vampirism at this point in time, just to make sure that I'm not going to die from health loss alone. Save me a perfect combination to kill the Collector. Giant Killer, Rampart, 2 heavy turrets, and make sure they're all colorless or legend. No, make sure they're all legendary. That's a pretty ideal sort of build to kill the Collector. All right, okay, let's go. And taken down. Very nice, very nice. Just focus on a color and kill him. That also works too. I am starting to get a decent amount of healing back from my necromancy mutation, so we're looking pretty good thus far. Just gotta kind of keep on it. There we go. Let's go grab the cells. Why not? Whew. Waiting on paid DLC where you venture off the island and into a world where Malaise is run totally amok. It doesn't seem to have happened just yet. I mean, the island's very tiny and doesn't really seem to get a whole lot of visitors. So I'd like to say that it's been mostly quarantined here, but who knows? There's definitely still areas, whether it's more sanctuary type of stuff go to. The Architect's Rest, for example, is still a mystery. I don't know if we're going to be leaving this place just yet. Or maybe it's going to be like a Dark Souls thing, you know, like they were planning to in the first place, and it's all going to be taking place in Lordran, and you don't go anywhere else. Would not surprise me if that were the case. Got you. And got you. And got you. Very scary, but still working out just fine. Maybe you go to the moon. Go like full-on Terraria here. Is Necromancy colorless? No, it is definitely not, and I am not getting a whole lot of healing from it. You can see in the bottom right corner, 0.37%. I'm just killing so many enemies that it doesn't make a difference anyway. Oh no! Yeah, okay. Gotta watch out for those Ravagers. Oh, give me some of my coffee here. What are all these green enemies? I've not seen a green zombo. I mean, all the regular zombies are green, but these guys are Ravagers. They're a new enemy that was introduced to make up for the fact that they took Arbiters out of everywhere. They're extremely, extremely, absurdly fast zombies. I'm mad I got hit there. Like, their entire thing is that they will hit you 3 times before you're even able to react if you let them. So don't sleep on those dudes. They are bad. They're bad news bears. There we go. Rough. Rough, but it's actually working out okay and in my favor right now. 35,000? Ever see a Darkest Dungeon stream? I mean, I'm definitely going to be doing Darkest Dungeon 2. And I have done Darkest Dungeon streams before. I got, like, a lot of people in there as characters. I don't know. I just think it's going to be too much of a commitment to actually do that. And also, you know, it's a turn-based game, so it tends not to be of the most interesting type of game stuff here. In the mode where the slasher is Kylo Ren, that makes only too much sense. Give me this. And what am I looking at right now? 40,000 health, not bad. Would like that a little bit better, but I'm still not disappointed in how it's turning out right now. Or an unhealthy amount of time in Darkest Dungeon. Let me see how much time I got in Darkest Dungeon real quick. 286 hours. So there you go. I like that game. How about Slay the Spire? I don't know. Slay the Spire is one of those games that I don't know if I'm really all that much into. Anything of interest? Nah, not really. Let's go. And see what we got going on here. Well, there's a couple more areas to explore, but do I really want to? 295 hours in Darkest Dungeon. Completed 1 campaign. What? You only completed 1 campaign? The time I had Darkest Dungeon was completing every campaign. And then, like, 100%ing a save file. I don't think there's anything else I really want here. So, let's go. Probably should use a potion charge. Not all of us are alpha gamers like you. Well, I don't want to toot my own horn, but toot toot. Blood and crossbow is a weapon I beat the Hand of the King for the first time. Yeah, it's a great weapon. I'm kind of surprised that you were able to get that, because that requires, like, all of the runes to unlock in the first place. Okay, let's go. And you too. Ah, still hit me anyway. Let's just do this then. Now, if I'm lucky, I won't need to do that any more times. Well, I'm looking less and less like lucky over time here, aren't I? Okay, there we go. And not going to be an issue for the rest of this. Okay. Don't accidentally jump up, because he's going to do the thing soon. Oh well, 2 potion charges is bad, but you know what? I'll take what I can. There we go. Frustrating. Well, at least I got my malaise back down to nothing. Health will be okay in the next area, everything like that. Let's go. One time I had to use the exploding crossbow for the giant. It was a nightmare. Yep, survival weapons do not work very well against that guy, do they? Still shield meta, or have bows taken over? I mean, I wouldn't. Shield's still good. It's not like it's bad or anything. It's just, yeah, bows are great. Straight up. A man with the world's longest sigh, Grish. Very disappointed that I had to use 2 flask charges, but hey, you do what you need to, because the other alternative is losing my heart here, and I would really prefer to keep that for the final fight if I can. Shield meta until MT nerfs shields. Shields need all the help they can get. They are such a difficult item to use a lot of the time, just because of how, you know, risky parrying can be. So I don't think that... I'm totally fine with them being as overpowered as they need be. Although I guess they didn't really like how Thunder Shield worked out, so... Come on. There we go. What you got up here? I'm gonna actually look at the miscellaneous skills for you. Well, let's keep that on the ground for right now. I might use another potion charge after all. And there we go. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. There we go. And all right. Okay, stop saying there we go. That's not a good commentary. That's no commentary. It's nothing. And there's the first key, and let's go. Why need shield when you can do 2 boys acts? Yeah, that's also a good point, too. I mean, have you seen how well this has been working out so far? It's not like it's going to get any worse over time, let me tell you what. It's the best commentary. Shut up. Anyway. Let's go. All right, let's go. For real, though. Because we got plenty more to check out in this area, after all. Jump over here. Ah, I love it. Stupid. Stupid birds thinking they can mosey in on my territory. I'll show them what for. Chest? What you got? Take a chest. What did I miss? We are finishing up the run, really. It's looking pretty good. Not gonna promise anything, but it is looking pretty schwanky. Keep them rooted right there, and we're good. Yeah, yes? I don't know about this. How much health am I gonna lose? Only like 10,000. Well, I'll try it. Well, only like 10,000. Yeah, I know, but still. Like, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for the greater good. Come on. Oh, let's go check out the lore area. Haven't really seen a whole ton of these. Yeah, I know. I just said only 10k. It was already lampshaded here. Mutations in the crow, infecting crows instead of curing them. Well, I guess that would explain why there's a bunch of crazy zombies around here that are definitely not normal zombies. So yeah, the malaise was not created by the... The malaise was not created by the alchemist, but apparently the whole zombie plague was. Good job, idiot. I guess it's just a bunch of weirdo panaceas that resulted in that sort of thing. Neat. Anything else of interest to look at? Nope. Ah. Feel like you're gonna die, kill the stream, and make me believe you made it. I mean, you know, human memory is such a confusing thing in the first place. If you believe I made it, I might have. Even though that is factually incorrect. What do you got? You know what? I'm gonna take it. I think this will be fun. Oh, come on. Do this, then. Eat it, you saucy defender. Say this word, please. I do not... I can't do stuff with accents like that. I have no idea. I don't even know how that's pronounced. Might as well ask me to, like, pronounce Cyrillic words or something. Should have one more shop somewhere around here. Okay. Healing is... Oh, I'm missing that Minotaur scroll. I gotta go back for that. But other than that, still looking pretty good. Please try. Oh, okay, let's see what we got here. Koki Onyu Yorum. That's all I got. That's as best as you're gonna get from me here. Nailed it. Yeah, I thought so. But I mean, we all knew that was coming. Don't do it, it creates mustard gas. Thank you. All right, back up to 10k health that I had lost previously. What are those bird things with the swords? Bird things with the sword? Oh, those are bombers. They are terrible. They will, they don't have teleporting abilities, but they will follow you everywhere just because they have jetpacks. They appear a lot in later cell difficulties, so get used to seeing them if you're trying to clear through 5 cell. I think they dropped the seismic strike weapon if you're looking for that, which is a pretty good one, but You got to see me completely fail to pronounce a word. Aside from that, not too much just yet. I'm gonna keep I'm gonna keep my other shop open right now just to make sure that I have a place where I might be able to grab a vampirism or tonic if the need arises. Ah, my head. Well, my non-existent head. There we go. Ah, bombers are real bad. However, their whole dive bomb attack does bring them open to a lot of very good hits, so it's not the worst thing. Okay. Those are the ravens that drank that stuff. I mean, I'd like to say the ravens are probably just ravens. I mean, you do see a whole lot of birds, like, flying around here everywhere. They could also be... I mean, the biggest birds in this area are the slammers, but I want to say these guys are just wearing oxygen masks. You know, like, those guys are probably more likely to be the ravens that escaped. So much so that it makes me say that that is so raven of them to infect the entire populace with disease. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, less come-ons now. Come on, come on. Are you okay? Harry Bogard. Jumped right over that. That was cool. All right. Come on. We're like almost there here. Go and let's go. Very nice. Very nice. Spartan Shoes Run. This is not the time. Oh, no. This is not the new save file. This is my classic 100% save file. The new save file wishes it could be this good, but that's still a long way off. All right. Let's go. There we are. And there we go. Let's get into the Wizard Tower and let's see what's crack-a-lackin' and if I can actually conquer the final boss. I feel confident. However, you know, that's only so long. There's only so many hit points that I can take before I stop feeling so confident. Let's go. Ooh. 340 people? It's like, yeah, I know this is a decent run, but like, come on. It's not that good. I've had better. I've also had way worse. Come on, come on. So close to finishing this up. No. Get that bomber. Just hit and down for the count if I can. Magistrates of Death also thankfully go down in one hit. All right. I'm still going for health. I don't really need more damage. My damage is fine. Health, always need. Oh, come on. Here's the thing, though. 3 points of malaise is so much better than I would normally be doing right now, so that's fine. Come on. Come on. I'm doing like 20,000 per hit with each one of these things here. Would this give me more health? 52,000 versus... No, not really. I'm so prepared to win this. I just need to get to the end at this point, basically. Would not be going much better, let me tell you. We still getting the bots in here? Man, I tell you. Okay. Okay. All right. Necromancy is also actually doing a pretty decent amount for me right now, even though it's only still less than 0.5%. Can feel that stress getting in the voice. Come on. Every single time there's one of these bombers down here, every single time I take them out in a second, and we all move on with our lives. Nice. And okay. Turrets are still definitely the way to go when it comes to, 50 scrolls, Jesus Christ. Oh, wow, I didn't even realize. Yeah, we are really getting a lot of them. I mean, hey, when you go through the prison depths, when you get every single curse chest possible, you can get some pretty high stats. No question. Shocking. The lengths that you can get to when it comes to powering up on 5-cell mode. Or 4-cell mode at that, for that matter. There we are. Oh, that defender's doing me dirty. Oh, and now I'm getting confused because there's too many enemies around here. Okay, okay. It's still going okay here. How do I become a mod? Pretty much just ask, but preferably not at a point in time where I'm very likely to die if I try to mod somebody. Okay. Oh, yeah, those guys just walk off for some reason. They don't have AI to not walk off that door. These doors. Right. Come on. Good. Like I said, damage is still doing used fine. It's all about making sure that my survival stays at an appropriate and reasonable level. Keyboard run when I actually learn how to use the keyboard. Okay, you guys are gonna have to go down. This is frustrating me to no end as of right now. All right. We on the final stretch. Ooh. A worrying proposition indeed. Oh, no. Actually got me there. Now, teleport up here so I can get some rallying. Or not, whatever, I don't care. Let's go and first try to re-roll to get myself another tonic. And then I'm out of here. Gonna see how this run goes. How this run crackalacs out. Everyone taking damage and nearly ruined the entire run. Oh, those days are so far gone. Like tears in the rain. No. And very nice. Get out of here, you. Services are no longer required. That's back up to full health. Looking quite tasty for this final fight. Come on, you can do it. I'm working. I'm working. It's just... this game is one that turns on a dime. I've said that before. I'm going to continue saying it right now. However, I do have the heart. Don't forget that I have the heart. So, worst comes to worst, I can die once. Do full tonic sell for more? I think they do. Not quite sure. I don't need to change up anything else. I will change up. Let's just re-roll you to get... Dead inside still, absolutely. And only be affected by that. I mean, it's not bad. Support would be okay, but I don't really need that extra health all that much. How about extended healing? No, that seems like a fool's errand. Disengagement. Disengagement is just fine. Now if I take too much damage, I'll be able to get a ton of time to continue dealing damage or use my potion or whatever. I think disengagement really shines best on a tactics run. No question. Let's go. Let's go. This is for all the marbles, everybody. And also, by the way, I had 946. Didn't quite get up to 1,000 cells, but got pretty close. Come on. We are right here. Okay. Nope. Not gonna... Ah! Fine, I'll take that hit. That's an okay to hit to take. Hey. I'm surprised he's not going into his next phase yet. Usually about the point in time that he would. And... boy, he is really taking a beating, isn't he? Yeesh. Just Mikiri counter. Yeah, against those thrust attacks, that would actually work out very well. Roll. Roll. Come on, dude. Gotta go finish up Sekiro at some point. Yep. Ho, 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 my. That's what I'm talking about with things going poorly very quickly. All right. Spikes are OP, especially on a tactics run. No question. Don't get hit by that, my dog. I do have the heart. I'm going to utilize the heart if I die at this point in time. No question. Yeah, these guys are nothing. Come on, take them down. Again, heart, heart, heart. Do not forget about that. And then I think this is the last phase, I hope. He's just going to keep walking around? Whatever, that works too. Nah. Whatever, that's fine. Oh, no. Oh, come on. The combo. The combo did me in. It was just that weird, like, getting hit up in the... Ah. Oh, such a good run, too. It's just... blah. Man, that's how it goes, though. All right, that's a stream for today. No, not time for another run. Absolutely not. Damn, that was a mighty good run. It was just couldn't seal the deal. Could not seal the deal, but that's how it goes. Oh, well, there's always next time. Always next time.